everyone, it's Amanda, and today we're going to be making 3D hand designs. What we need to do this craft is we need one sheet of blank white cardstock, a ruler, a pencil, and markers. So you definitely want a black one, and then I find that having 3 other colors is a good one to get something like this. All right, so first thing we want to do is to draw your hand, or to trace it onto the cardstock. Just like so. All right, and then next we're gonna take our ruler and we're going to just be doing lines across the page, but stopping at the hand part. So I'm going to actually probably easier do it this way so you can see it. All right, so we're just gonna draw across it, but stop when you get to the hand to leave that blank for now and continue on the other side. And then we're gonna just keep doing this all the way up the whole page. It doesn't really make a huge difference in terms of how far you're spacing these lines apart. You know, probably not too big, but enough to fit like the 3 lines of color would be good. And it's pencil, so you could always erase it first if you're not happy with it before you go over it with marker. And then we're just gonna keep going all the way up. So it gets a little bit trickier when you get to the fingers because you'll have gaps that you want to make sure that you're getting the lines in on. So we'll just keep going. All right, so now we're getting across the first gap over here. So we do this line, and then this one, and this one, and keep going up. So I got this little gap right there, and then keep going over. All right, so you're gonna wanna keep doing that to go up the whole rest of the page to make it a little easier. I've already got another one ready to go. All right, so once you have your lines all the way up to the page, you know, the hand part is still blank. So what we wanna do for this is we wanna make curved lines on the hand part. So you want to, use my markers. You wanna just make curved shape and to connect the 2 lines as best as possible. And this is really what's going to make it look, give it that 3D effect. So keep going. That was not a great curve, so erase it. Try it again. Let's see. There we go. This gets a little challenging in the finger part, but the lines, when you color it in, kind of help camouflage anything. So, and then, yeah, so you keep going with it all the way up. So once you start getting on the fingers, you want to do the same thing. So you're making these little curves. All right. All right. And then continue to finish all of that. And then so when that's done, what you want to do is you're going to be going over it, the lines, with a black marker. So make sure you're not actually going over the trace of the fingers and the hand, but you want to make sure you're going over the lines that you did. So the lines across and then the curve. And you do that all the way up. And once that's done, then you want to go back and erase this line, the original tracing line, and any other lines that you might have missed going over with the black marker. That way it won't show if you pick a light color to use as one of the markers like I did for the yellow on this one. It'll help hide those lines better. So we're just gonna go through and erase all that. And then we'll start using the markers. You might want to make sure that the paper you're doing, or like the surface you're doing this on, that you lay some newspaper down or it's on a tablecloth, so then that way the marker's not getting off as you're going through. At least these are washable, so if they do happen to get on the table, you can wash it off pretty easily. All right, so we'll go through and erase these lines as well. So I'm only erasing the ones that you can clearly see I didn't cover completely, but the other ones should be good. All right, then what you want to do is we're gonna start with the color. So for this one, I did red, orange, and yellow. For this one, I'm going to be doing purple, blue, and green. And so how I colored this is, you know, you're following the line across and then making sure to really get that curve in for the hand and continue straight on over. So you can do this one of two ways. You can do each of the line things. So how I'm doing it this way, so I'm doing one color at a time in each of the black lines, or what you could do is just start with like one of the colors and go all the way up and then finish the other two colors afterwards. So do this. All right, so that was doing it where I'm repeating the pattern for that, or if you want, so that way you're just doing one color at a time, going this way. So up to you, whatever your preference is. This one I kind of started doing it this way and then ended up switching. That way I wasn't have to keep putting down markers and picking them up, doing that. So I'll just do a couple more of these. Oop, and I already messed up the pattern, but that's fine. Do this way. This way. All right. Let's go back to what the original pattern was supposed to be, which is this. So the big thing is pretty much to make sure that you're really emphasizing the curve as you're doing it. That's going to give it that 3D effect that we're going for. So I'll finish this one and then that should be all set. All right, and if you notice afterwards that you've got some spots that are still white, if you want to just go back and color them in. You could also trim it afterwards if you want it on a smaller surface. But this is pretty much what it's gonna look like when it's done, as it goes like all the way up, and you can see kind of like the white edge there. So I could always trim it down if I didn't want any of the white showing. But that's pretty much it. It'll be a little wet, so you want to give it a couple minutes to dry afterwards, and then that's all there is to it.